This is question number 34 from the January 2016 Geometry Regents exam. This question is going to be a little difficult to do on an iPad, but I'll do my best to explain how you would use a compass and a straight edge to draw a triangle that's congruent to the one given here. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your compass and extend it so it's the same length as the distance from X to Y. Once you've done that, you're going to place the compass down at a point on this line. That's going to be your point A. And you're going to draw a little curve over on this side of the line, and where it crosses that line will be your point B. And we know that will be the case because it's the same distance as the distance from X to Y. So that'll be your point B. So at this point, we know that these two sides are congruent. X, Y, and AB are congruent. Now, the next thing we're going to try to do is create this angle that's so that they're the same. Angle at Y and angle B are the same. To do that, take your compass and place it at point Y and extend it so that it will not quite be as long as the line XY, but somewhere like this. And you're going to draw a curve like this. And then you're going to keep it that same length, and you're going to do the exact same thing down at point B. So move your compass to point B, and you're going to draw essentially the same thing. Just want to make sure that it does cross through the line that's already drawn there, like that. Okay, next, you're going to take your compass back, and you're going to place the sharp bit here at this point, and you're going to extend the compass so that it is the same length as from here to here, kind of like that. And then take your compass, now place it down at this point, and you're going to draw a curve, something like that. So now what you've done is that if we were to connect, let's make a little green dot here. If you were to connect the red and green dot together, you know you've created an angle that's exactly the same as angle Y. Now, the last thing we need to do is draw the line from Y to Z. We need to make sure that it is the line from B to C is going to be congruent to that. We want to make sure it's the same length. So to do that, take your compass, place it back at Y, and extend it so that it is the same length as from Y to Z. Then you're going to move your compass down to point B, and you'll draw a little curved line, so it might be kind of somewhere around here, like this. And now we're practically done. What we can do is take your straight edge, and you'll draw a line from B to the new point C, because we know it's going to be on that curve you just drew, and it has to go through that green dot so that we know it's the same angle. And then just connect the rest, and you've got your triangle. And the theorem that we've used here to prove that these are congruent is the side angle side theorem. And that's because, let me change color here. And that's because we started by knowing that the line AB is congruent to XY. Then we made sure that angle B is congruent to angle Y. And then the last line that we drew from B to C is congruent to the line YZ. So I hope that makes sense. And that's it for this video. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.